guys, night number 2, pre-sale lamps. Wanting to share some of the collection I was able to get from the road trip I took with Miss Joanna Klein recently to South Carolina, looking for some special treasures. I was able to stock up on lots of lamps. We did some selenite last night. We've had a couple sales on those. We only have 2 of those lamps left. If anyone was catching that live last night or that video that I posted, number 1 and number 3 of the selenite towers are available still. And as a reminder, selenite, it's a very high vibration. It's very good for cleansing negative and toxic energy. It actually, if you put it in your home or in your business, it actually forms a protective grid of the environments that you put it in. So really powerful, really great for just helping move forward in the new year, even with renewed energy. It helps clear the energy of people coming and going out of your home or your business, out of your doorways. Really good stuff to have, especially if you're sensitive. Really great for working in your own human biofield as well, to just kind of clear the energy there. But I was wondering if anybody could guess which lamp we're going to be focused on tonight. So, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like putting on my pink blazer. This is the one that I got this year with that Barbie movie after I saw. I'm like, ooh, but I mean, I love myself some pink. But I actually mixed it with a little bit of red. So again, I'm making friends with red, as Anna Elizabeth would tell me. So I'm marrying that together. Very much Valentine's Day vibes, right? I even brought out my heart chakra stone. This is a Lemurian that's carved in the shape of a heart. This one works with a lot of sessions that I do at a distance and likes to come out and play, but it's usually with me too. I pulled up some full moon water. Since we've got the beautiful full moon outside, I encourage you, if you haven't been outside or if you're getting ready to go to bed, definitely go out there and just take a picture of the moon. It was amazing. I'll share just a picture at the end of this with how the moon looked tonight when I was at the shop. I was there probably about 8 o'clock finishing up, and I came outside to I saw the moon, I took a picture, and then, oh my gosh, there were just like phantoms and crosses and even orbs in the sky around the moon. So very powerful energy tonight. And this full moon, I believe I was reading, is a Gemini Taurus full moon. And it's also about rebirth. So anything that you want to intend to like change, if things need to change or shake up, and whatever it is you want to manifest, definitely put that into the full moon vibes. So, so even if you don't have some full moon drink, I made some tea, some apple cinnamon tea with some lemon, charged it up in a fancy little container here. So pull up a drink, because we'll go through probably about 4 lamps tonight. But can anybody guess which lamps I'm doing? I mean, giving you a couple clues. I have one more clue though, but I'm just going to take a drink here. Delicious. And you can use the energy of the full moon to charge your crystals, to go outside, just kind of go for an evening walk. You can also put your drinks outside if you want and just have them soak up some of the vibrations of that energy. I have to say the sun and the moon and the stars have been really powerful lately. Just some of the imagery that I've been able to capture, whether it be sundogs, whether it be the moon tonight, the rays that are coming from those images, and even just the pictures that I've been capturing lately have been amazing, like really intensified energy. And I was hearing that was going to be happening starting this summer with some of the activations and different things cosmically, right? But overall, they're beautiful. They make for beautiful pictures, and you can just feel the energy there. It's so much on a higher vibration than it usually is. So I also have one more clue for maybe what type of crystal we're going to focus on tonight. And I mean, you can look in the title, right? But I brought out my rose water spray. So pink also. I do love myself some pink, but just going to get myself ready here. The vibrations of rose is a very high vibration for flowers. And it's also going to help connect to that heart area, that heart space. So can anybody guess what crystal we're going to be focused on giving away tonight? Not really quite giving away, but pre-selling before the show in 2024. Since I was able to get a few pieces, I picked out a few special ones though tonight, and we're going to go through each one. Okay, so it's rose quartz, yay! Lots of pink. Some people are like, oh, the pink ones, right? Yeah, so I wore my pink blazer. Rose quartz is definitely a stone that works with the heart chakra area, and the heart chakra is going to be your most powerful chakra area. If that one is open and expanded, balance not just for giving to other people and being lovely or loving, but actually also valuing your self-worth and and actually being kind to yourself, that's where it would be balanced the best. And so when that's open and expanded, and if you're good at practicing giving love, but also receiving love and giving love to yourself without judgment, that is going to help balance all the other energy centers of your body. Isn't that amazing? So that's why we see sometimes the heart area illuminated in different imagery and paintings from a long time ago and things like that. But that's a really important chakra to have balanced. And like I said, very kind people. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Yes, you guessed right. Oh my gosh, Rose Quartz. I'm gonna have to give you something special for guessing right tonight. So maybe we'll do a Rose Quartz gem orb or one of your choice when you're in the shop next. So good job, good guess, right? What else could it be, right? I didn't even give you the other examples, but crystal, clear quartz, smoky's coming up soon. And then we've got a couple amethysts, and I might show one tonight because somebody had asked. But great guess, girl. Yay. I hope you've been enjoying the full moon vibes for tonight. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and, yes, we're going to be looking at rose quartz. I've got 4 pieces I pulled out of the collection that I was able to receive. I'm going to actually light them up for you too, so you can see the differences in them, because that's where they're going to be different, how they illuminate, even based on just how they look naturally as a stone. And that's important sometimes when people are expecting to keep them lit up. If I honestly just keep the crystals around unlit a lot of the times, but at the shop, in my healing room, I'll light them. But sometimes I just like how they naturally look because they're made by Mother Nature and they're just perfect already, right? But they're all very high vibration pieces. They're going to be different colors too. I've got 2 pinks and I've got a couple like lavenders, and they also have different phantoms in them. And one even has a different mineral in it, which is really cool. So, but rose quartz in general, again, is going to be connecting you to that divine female energy. It's going to be that stone of unconditional love. So if you're feeling like you have a heavy heart, or it's hard to love yourself, or it's hard to love others, if you're going through, anything that's causing you to feel those ways, this stone is going to be one that's really helpful to have around you. And so even if you don't light it up, or if you just kind of keep it in your space, you're going to be receiving the benefits of the energy from that crystal. That's what's amazing about the crystal and mineral kingdom. That's what you can do when you have those things in your space. You don't have to work with the crystals. You don't have to know more about them. You don't have to do anything. You can just be around it, and it helps, just like the selenite towers that we kind of showed last night, a couple of. So what else does rose quartz do for you? So it cleanses the heart chakra, so it can help rebalance that area. Hey Wendy, thanks for joining tonight. It'll also help us flow freely without fear. So kind of remove some of the fears that we might have in our heart area that block us from moving forward on our path of loving ourselves or loving others. Any resistance there. It also promotes healthy relationships, and of all kinds. So not just romantic, but friendships, maybe family lineage relationships, right? And it's successful and helpful with looking for maybe new love. So if you're someone out there that's hoping for a new relationship, that wishes they had a different situation in a relationship, this stone's really going to help you kind of get more clear and balanced in that area just by having it around you. And the colors are beautiful. They range from like a really like baby pink to a lavender color even, and sometimes even some look almost like a quartz, but they have like a tinge of pink to them still. And again, they'll look different as they're illuminated. So, and we're going to go ahead and show some of that tonight. Rose quartz also is going to help raise one's self-esteem and promote self-love again. So self-esteem, self-love, and working with it helps you just accept necessary changes that need to be made, even if they're difficult changes. And this full moon energy and all the cosmic things that we've got going on lately, that's a lot. And there's been a lot of changes for everybody, and we're being almost pushed, a lot of us, towards changes we don't want to make, or they're hard to make, or maybe removing toxic people, setting better healthy boundaries for ourselves. All those topics are coming up. Family lineage issues, dealing with who you are, your confidence to stand up for what you truly are and your worth, feeling like you can do that, not wanting to be controlled. So we're faced with all those issues this year, and they're really highlighted, especially by a lot of the cosmic stuff going on. And we've got that beautiful magical full moon tonight, so we can manifest and intend anything we need to help support ourselves and just to help us moving forward. So all right, let's get started on showing some of these crystal points. This first one, this is going to be rose quartz point number 1. This one's got the mica in it, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is this lamp, the face of it. That'll be the front. And so it's actually a little bit lighter pink, but look at those crosses there. Talk about the pictures. I just posted on Facebook. I'll probably put on Instagram too. The pictures tonight of the full moon had a lot of these kind of phantoms or crosses in the picture actually, but looking at it with my naked eye, without the camera, I couldn't see those. But when I took the picture, both pictures radiated these beautiful pieces. These crosses were also seen this weekend when I was in the Blue Ridge Mountains with the sundogs that were being shown to me twice back to back. So again, crosses, and a lot of times big time people in the crystal world, they'll shop for the crystals based on those phantoms. So will you see them lit up? Sometimes, depends on how the lamp lights up just internally, how it's made by, again, Mother Nature. And as I'm turning towards the back of the lamp, you'll see there are mica pieces in this crystal. This was one of the first ones I actually unwrapped in South Carolina, and I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, is that pyrite? That's not gold, is it, right? But actually, I tried to kind of chip at it a little bit, and I noticed it is mica. So I looked up what mica also does to support you. So this is the only piece out of the collection that I have that has any mica in it. And so mica restores balance and harmony. Oh my gosh. So besides all the rose quartz influences and balancing that you'll have, this is also going to promote feelings of love, peace, and happiness, and rebalancing the harmony that you might need. And so just, again, illuminating it, knowing it's also towards the back of the lamp. So it's not going to be on display with those pieces, even though, I mean, you could display it that way. It's just the cord's kind of back here. But what's beautiful is I love these pieces that have other striations, other different minerals mixed in them, because they're just special because you're attuned to them, you know that. But when they're just on display or lit up, other people maybe just see a big, huge, awesome chunk of rose quartz. So, oh yeah. Hey, Matt, thank you. I know this is why I wanted to start off with number one with a bang. So again, it's a lighter piece. In natural light, it looks a little bit more like a light lavender piece of rose quartz, but it is rose quartz. And I'm going to go ahead and light it up so you can see the difference of what it looks like lit up. So here it is, not lit. And then you can see some of the phantoms on the top. And then once we put the bulb inside with the cord, it'll look a lot like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and just show you. So these pieces, a lot of times, these lamps are really cool. You can lower the bulb inside and a lot of times raise it. So if you wanted the top to illuminate a little bit more, you can just have it inserted a little bit higher. Oh, hey, Anne. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. We're doing rose quartz night with the full moon. And so you can kind of see it's a little bit more orangey. I'm gonna also just go ahead and turn off my camera light here, so you can just see the full effect. And isn't that a beautiful, soothing color? So you even see a little bit more of the pink and the nice warm orange from the glow of the lamp. And when you lower the bulb in there, when it naturally just kind of sits in there, the tip is actually not as illuminated, but it's got that beautiful pink color still to it. So very beautiful. A really nice piece. And you can still see some of the phantoms. Look at that cross right there. OMG, this piece is so nice. Like, it is so hard to shop for crystals because I just want to keep all of them. I love them all so much. That's why I love to go and hand pick them. And so I hand pick them with intentions that I know I can't keep all these babies, but I know that others I can share with other people. And that's really where my heart is. My heart is just, I get to share these pieces with people, whether I know the people or not. They're going to go to people that really get some special pieces. But again, look at that phantom there. Oh, hey, Deanna, thanks for joining tonight. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, you're saying you have a small rose quartz lamp. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. They are really wonderful to have, again, even if it's just at your desk at work, if it's if you are a healer or somebody that works with the public, it is nice if you're feeling the kind of having a hard day at work and you're just like, oh, I could really use some like self-care, self-love. You can just turn this baby on and just kind of, know that it's there. You don't even have to turn the lamps on though to receive the benefits of them. But again, here's with that camera light on too, you can see then the double cross areas, these phantoms, the crisscrossing there. Just a very beautiful piece. Again, I would keep all of them, but this is the only piece that I have in the entire collection that has mica in it too. So you're going to get that extra restoring balance and harmony, promoting feelings of love, peace, and happiness. So This is a beautiful one. This is number 1 of the collection I'll show you tonight. So just wanted to share that. And so we'll go on to the next one. So number 2 also has beautiful phantoms in it, and it's a little bit more of a pink color. I know it's a little bit hard to see with the lighting in here, but this is going to be your baby pink true rose quartz color in this piece. This is the back of it, and you'll see on the top again, and that's how I shop for my crystals, are these beautiful crosses and phantoms in that. Isn't that beautiful? So natural, what Mother Nature gave this rock, this crystal, all those beautiful striations. Look at that piece on the top. And these polished pieces, they're some of my favorite lamps to have. So you've also got some striations naturally in the stone. So some more of the rose quartz coming through with a little bit of the white cross. And again, on each side, look at that. And that's another beautiful piece too. So this piece is just purely rose quartz. All the pieces are going to be drilled out in the bottom. You have a cord area so that you can lay flat and comfortably, and so it's not toppling over anything. This is going to be the front of the piece, so you can see where there's some natural phantoms and striations in the rose quartz itself. Again, this is more of a baby pink true rose quartz color. And the tip of it, there's actually a small rainbow here. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but maybe you can see a little bit closer there. So a little bit of beautiful orb rainbow coming through on the tip of this piece. So another beautiful piece. I keep them all, but this is number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and light it up for you so you can just see what it looks like. Oh, hey, Benina, thanks for joining. Oh my goodness, the rose quartz night for the full moon, right? That's what we're doing. So this is how this piece looks illuminated. Isn't that beautiful? That's how it's going to sit naturally in there. And you can kind of see already from this piece more of the baby pink color that it illuminates with. So again, a really nice rose quartz specimen. It's going to illuminate more so it looks like for this piece in the middle and then also through the top. So that's what's beautiful with how Mother Nature made it. You're going to see that the light also radiates out through some of the striations, through some of the phantoms, and then on each side it's even different. So depending on how you'd like to display it, where it's going to live. And I'll go ahead and turn that camera light off again so you can just kind of see what it looks like, maybe in a darker room, by your bed, you know, in your healing room, at your office, if you turn the lights off just to take like a break from the over the fluorescent lights, right, during the day. That's healthy to do. So wherever you would want to use this beautiful piece. So, and then the point is going to have a lot of that pink coming through, and you can see some of the nature striations and the colors. So again, this is a really beautiful piece, and this is Rose Quartz Lamp number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my light back on, and we're going to go on to 3 and 4. So those are coming up next. Let's see what 3 is. Ooh, this one is going to be one of the other lighter lavender kind of light pink pieces that I have from the collection that I was able to get, but it's a big kind of wide piece. So you can see at the bottom, again, a beautiful drilled out piece where the cord will go and the light itself. This is going to be the front of the piece here. And so this has a little bit different type of, you can see a lot more of the quartz coming through here, and then it has a little bit more of the pinky and then the white hue on the tip and the point. So they're all just so different and so unique. They're all just so beautiful to go through, and then you can see a little bit more of those crisscrosses and striations. This whole series, when I was checking them out, had a lot of the beautiful phantoms and pieces. So I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the pieces that that you have here. Yes, they are beautiful. Thank you, Benina. So no other inclusions though, no other different types of minerals. This is going to be your pure chunk of rose quartz. So I'm going to go ahead and illuminate this one for you guys to see what it looks like lit up, because that is what each of them has such a unique characteristic of. There we go. So look at that. So now you can see, look at the glow coming through that quartz. Remember we saw that quartz vein like at the tip a little bit with a little bit more white on the top. So you're going to see that this one illuminates the colors up through that area, giving you a different hue. And even on the sides too, you can see. So kind of more in the middle, a more even glow. And then it just has this beautiful way that it comes through on the top of it when it's lit. So let me turn this camera light off so you can just see what that looks like if you're in more of a dim room. You're at the office, you're turning off those overhead lights to give your eyes and your body a break from all that unnatural light. You're going to be putting this on just to help with your self-care, your self-love, helping relationships, helping manifest things that you need, balancing that female energy. Beautiful piece. This is number 3 of the collection. I'll go ahead and turn that off. You can kind of see, again, it's more of a lighter pink, a little bit leaning towards the lavender rose quartz piece, but real light. And then you can see some of those phantoms even, and some of that quartz coming through on the top at an angle. Very beautiful. And then our final piece for tonight's coming up from the collection. Let's see what we've got. This one's going to be a little bit more baby pink too, just like number 2. And this one is right here. That, I know with my camera light, it's a little bit harder to see, but you've got a lot of that beautiful rose quartz, baby pink quartz type coloring through the tip of this one. So you have a beautiful, here's another cross, just like the moon tonight. Oh my gosh, you guys have to check out the pictures I posted. Right up through the top. So that's going to illuminate. We'll see what that illuminates like when we put the lamp together. And then that's going to be, is that the back? Oh, that's the front actually. So we've got the front of it being a little bit more with the white, with a little bit more milky quartz of the rose quartz piece. And then we've got a lot of that quartz in the back with some of the white too. So the bottom is carved out a little bit more square at the bottom, drilled out for that bulb, and then there's the cord area so it rests flush on the table or wherever you want to decide to put it. So this is our other second pinker rose quartz for the night of the collection. And I'm going to go ahead and light it up so you can see what it looks like illuminated. Because again, each piece is so unique and so different, so it's helpful to see that. So this piece has definitely a lot of fire here in the middle. Oh, and did you go out and did you take a picture of the moon? Yeah. Take a picture of it though, Anne. I just want to say, I love that you've soaked in the energy and you're attuned to it, but I was blown away by the crosses, just so many crosses and orbs from the pictures that I was able to take tonight. And I take pictures of the moons all the time. And I couldn't believe how the pictures were turning out at the shop tonight. So it was like 7:55 when I took them. I have them on Facebook, so check them out. But take a picture and see if you're getting the same type of imagery, because I was actually wondering if other people took pictures of the moon, if they'd see the halo around it and then the crisscrossing that was going on, almost like the phantoms of these beautiful crystals we're looking at tonight. So, oh, hey, Beth, how are you? Thanks for joining. And share the pictures too, Anne, because I'd love to see that. So this is our 4th and final rose quartz piece for the evening. And so we can see that, again, a lot of the fire from it being illuminated is going to come through the middle, but it's very warm through the top. It doesn't have as many of those milky quartz points. And then we do see where that phantom we were talking about that went through, you are going to be able to see it still while it's illuminated. The back of it has a lot more of the quartz, the rose quartz, so it's naturally going to be a little bit more translucent, and you're going to see a nice warm glow through there, illuminating that baby pink color that this has. And then the tip too, you can look down into it, but it does have a very naturally beautiful crystal tip here where it just kind of allows some of that light to still pop up as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera light off so you can see what it would look like in a darker room, in a dim room. How it just kind of warms up, and it has different shapes and different things in it too. Yeah, Nicole, you were just saying, isn't that amazing? So a lot of people, when they're shopping for these lamps, even at the expo, even when that's lit, it's really bright in there, they're gonna want to see them illuminated because they just all look so unique and so different because they're each a different piece from Mother Earth. All gifts, right? So that's the back of this piece, very bright. And then we've got the front, which is usually how people mainly display them. And again, we've got just like a nice warm glow. We've got a couple different crosses we see in the piece naturally, but again, more translucent, more clear. So that is number 4 of the Rose Quartz Crystal Point lamps. And I have one more piece because Mr. James Spivey, who I don't see has joined. Oh, hey cousin. Hey Sarah, how are you? Sister with the same name. Oh, my legit cousin. Oh, thanks for tuning in. Yay, girl. Good to see you. How's the moon in Texas? Girl, take a picture and send it to me. I want to see if, again, there's been these, like just a lot of rays of light coming out of the sun lately and the moon. They've just felt really strong. So take a picture and let me know like what it looks like from Texas. Ooh, because we're also in a different time zone then. So getting back to amethyst, I was able to get only 2 pieces of amethyst. They're not crystal points like we've seen tonight. The rest of the collection that I'll show over the next couple days when I pop in will be clear quartz and smoky quartz. Those will be the nice pointed pieces similar to the rose quartz collection that I'm showing. If anybody's interested, just message on here. You can send me a private message. I'm going to post this on TikTok, Instagram, all the different social media channels. So, and then sometimes people just like day to day will see me at the shop and be like, oh, I want a couple pieces. So just let me know as soon as you can if you're interested in it for a gift for yourself. If you want a gift for yourself for the holidays, you can tell your spouse or your friend or your mom or whoever, hey, like that'd be really cool. I'd like number so, whatever, and then just have them reach out. Otherwise, these pieces will be held for the big expo that we have that Color My Spirit does, along with many other wonderful practitioners in the area of Raleigh, called Body Mind Spirit Expo in the spring of 2024. So that's kind of why I stock up on some of these pieces, because they usually all sell out. But I was so excited about the collection I was able to get. I got there, they let me open boxes. Someone asked if I worked there. It was so awesome. I was like, yes, I want to work at a crystal warehouse. But I like being back here too and helping people. So I said, oh, maybe just sometimes I'll help. But anyway, but I was able to find all these amazing, beautiful, beautiful pieces. So I wanted to share them early with everybody, and it just happens to be the holiday season, right? So I thought, why not a better way? But I would be sharing them already. So, but yeah, oh, cousin, my dad and I ran the full moon. Oh, ran under the full moon last. Oh, wow. You guys I know you've been training for a marathon. So I know you did one. Are you training again for a marathon? We got to catch up. I got to hear about that. So, because these days I'm just like scooting towards a 5K. I need to do like couch to 5K. And then I wanted to do 10K, but I haven't worked up towards that. It's just been so busy. But keep me posted on that. So I have 2 amethyst pieces that they're not going to be points like the pieces that you see tonight, and in the future, in the next couple of days when I do the smoky lamp one, I'm taking a break for a while. I would say that's a lot of energy for a marathon. This is a good time period, cousin, to take a break from that too. It's a good rebirth, refilling, and it's holiday time, right? So you can just enjoy yourself instead of having to train. So good for you. But so the amethyst pieces are going to be more the rough pieces. So like they're the natural crystals pulled out of the earth, not polished, not transmuted any different way, and not just like a piece of a huge crystal. So I have one, I forgot, it's at the shop. I brought that in already. So it's in 202. If you happen to be at Color My Spirit Wellness in Raleigh, and you want to see the one amethyst lamp that I brought in, that's on the side of 202. You can ask any practitioners there if you're in for a session. If you want to schedule a time to come in to see what piece that looks like, you can. I'll tell you though that these amethyst pieces are very light amethyst. The one in the shop probably does not have a whole lot of purple to it. It's a very light lavender, if it does, on the tips and points of it. And there's actually some amethyst that you get that really doesn't have much purple to it, but it's still mined from an amethyst quarry or section of the earth where amethyst is being pulled out. So there's different, as you know, deep purple colors you can get from beautiful amethyst pieces. And then there's an array, just like the rose quartz pieces and just like your smokies. My smokies, I grabbed a lot of great medium to darker colored pieces, but there are a lot of light pieces too that you would think are clear quartz, but they're actually smokies. So let me show you this one last piece, and then we can all get ready for bed, get our jammies on, maybe charge some crystals outside, go check out the moon, take pictures, let me know what it looks like, and let you go. And then we'll pop on another time and learn about kind of some of the other ones that I have here. But let me grab this piece. And this is going to be the amethyst. So this is what I'm saying. This is one of the rough amethyst piece lamps that I got. So you can see the bottom here, again, is cored out just like the other lamps are, where you can insert a bulb. There's a area for the cord, so it rests flush on the ground. But it's a very light, this piece probably has the most purple to it if you're loving. Oh, hey, Dawn. Thanks for joining. This one's going to have like the lightest tips to it. So, but you still see the purple in person. It's a little bit hard to see now on the live that it actually has those pieces, but all the large chunks of crystals that it has are all married with some of that beautiful light purple. And so let me just show you too what it looks like lit up here. And some people like these rough pieces. Oh yes, Benina, it is gorgeous. Yeah, it's just more a natural piece. And so, you know, some people would just maybe display it. I mean, you can still have the cord in there, right? I was going to turn it on that way, but look at that. Like you could, I know, purple. Yay, purple is amazing. That's the crown chakra, and of course you love it. But if you see, you can kind of look at how tall that stands. I mean, I know it's like kind of, here we go. So it's by me now, but it's a good size height to it for a piece that it is. And these usually sell out pretty quickly. I wasn't able to get as many of these rough stones, but look at that illuminated then. So this has a lot of the clear crystal pieces to it. And sometimes though, you'll see that there'll be a section that illuminates a little bit brighter. It just depends on where you kind of have the bulb resting inside. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera light off so you guys can see the difference. And I'm gonna pull that down a little bit. So a nice warm, natural, rough crystal piece. You really could, I mean, display it because it has a flatter surface back here. Just like tabletop, you know, and just have it rest and have it glow that way. Or you can also display it sitting up this way where someone had intended that they thought someone would enjoy that. So, I mean, but that's so many beautiful large size crystals all together, and you can see how that rock really grew together and where it was kind of harvested. So again, you can change and play with where the bulb goes in there. And especially if it's laying down, you could definitely do that. And you can also just choose not to illuminate it, which I do with some of my crystals. It's still a really beautiful piece. This one has, I love the big chunks of crystals on it. So this is going to be amethyst #1 for this lamp. And if anybody wants to see it more in person, if they're in the Raleigh area or will be at the shop anytime soon, I can arrange to bring it in and just show you, because it does have a very light, beautiful dusting of natural purple in all these big pieces, all of them right there that you can see. I actually have, I've got my amethyst, so I have an amethyst lamp like this, but it's bigger, and I'll show you what that piece looks like just really quickly so you can see. And I know it's amethyst, but it actually has no purple in it. So it looks like clear quartz, right? So this is one of my lamps I've had for a long time. I think Missy Klein, when she was doing the lamps, I had bought this piece from her possibly, or if not, then I had gotten it at the warehouse when I went myself. But look at that. So it actually has some hematite in it. And I guess that sometimes amethyst is harvested and hematite is inclusive with amethyst when it grows. So this piece has lots of those beautiful crystals. You would almost think that it looks like a smoky just with some of the hematite in it. Yeah, isn't that nice? My husband, funny story, Matt's on, he had packed this crystal thinking that it was part of the lamp collection going, because it's in my healing room at home. And he brought it out, and it's a heavy, big piece. I mean, it's a pretty hefty piece. But he brought it out, I think, for Tribe Vibe when we were doing that this summer, and I was like, oh, no. Like, I was like, that's my piece. That's not for sale, right? So yeah, I have this piece, and again, you can have it laying flat. It's just got this beautiful natural crystals to it that, you know, and then it is a amethyst again. It is in the amethyst mine. It was harvested there. It's just a lighter piece. So it doesn't have as much of that purple that actually the other lamp does, the amethyst #1, but it has hematite deposits in it. So again, another crystal that has some deposits of a different mineral, which is just beautiful. And hematite does different things, right? It helps clear, I think, negativity. So I guess I needed this one. I was really attracted to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. but yeah, I think my husband knows now that's Sarah's lamp, so that one's not for sale. Yeah, I know. My husband's just saying it's hard to keep all that straight. I'm like, I know. We just love. I love crystals. I have a lot. But yeah, again, I have to share these beauties with everybody, and it's fun for me. It's like Christmas. I get to go. I feel the energy from them. I get to see them visually, the colors, I love color. It's just so much fun, and my heart just opens up, and I just get so excited, like a kid in a candy store, but it's a crystal store, right? And I know a lot of you guys who are on this can relate and seeing this video. If you are seeing this video, you love gemstones too. But then it's just knowing that the intention is to then be able to share it with people that you care about, people that are clients that are coming through, people that really want to work with the crystals or really want to have them around and really want them to unite with their human biofield, with helping them feel better, helping them feel supported, understanding, maybe beginning to a little bit of what that's like. And even if you don't, they're just beautiful. So again, it's like bringing a little bit of outside inside, and I love decorating that way. It just helps like the feng shui and balancing all the elements. So thank you for tuning in tonight. We're at 10 o'clock exactly, so I think that's a good hour to go ahead and log off. Oh, thank you, Benita. Oh, thank you. I'm a good crystal picker. I think it was Izzy again at Zarilla was saying, you're like a rainbow and crystal manifester, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, but again, when you just love crystals and you love certain things, you see they're a lot more in your consciousness. You help manifest that, right? So those interactions. But I'm happy to do that for people and to share them with others, because it just makes me excited and brings me joy when people are also connecting with some of these pieces that they're so excited about. So if you saw any in the collection tonight that you're interested in, just reach out to me. You can private message me if you're local. You can send me an email, text, give me a call, contact me on the website. Any of the social media posts that I pop up, people can shop from those, and whatever pieces that maybe don't sell, I'll definitely keep them in the collection, and they'll be making a reappearance in 2024. I'm going to keep the prices what I've honored before at those expos for all the points tonight. So that's $75 for a huge chunk of crystal, and it comes with a cord like you had seen. That's a white cord wrapped up, and also a light bulb at the top. So it's already ready to be lit up, to be displayed or not lit up. And even if you plan not to use it lit up, you'll still get a cord and a bulb with it just for the future. You can use it in some other different way. So, cousin, amethyst crystals all over? Ooh. Oh, girl, we need to catch up. So we need to get the fams together and catch up. I need to see all your amethyst in your house. Like, I would love that. I would just go by myself. Oh my gosh. Yes, no regrets on crystals, right? But if, again, reach out if anyone wants to see any in person, and see some of the amethysts that I have another one at the shop I might grab, and I'll do it a different night. But tune in soon for the smoky night and the clear quartz night. I'm just going to lead with where I'm feeling I need to do one in the next couple days or so. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and definitely post your pictures and send me pictures of the moon from different places and spaces. So Texas, Sarah, Raleigh tonight, and if you're also seeing some of those striations and orbs, I'd love to see that, because this full moon energy has been really intense, and so has the sun lately too. So again, thanks for tuning in for a rose quartz night, pink night, right? Make sure you get your moon water, make some moon water, charge your crystals. The energy of the full moon's amazing. Use it for manifesting, self-love, self-care, and enjoy the holidays, you guys. It makes me so excited. And thanks again for tuning in. So have a good night, everybody.